it's Scott Burgetti. And right alongside is the 74 machine. That for Derek McClellan of Plainville, Connecticut, the sponsor wanted Camaro.
Going up next, driving car number 58 out of Westfield, Massachusetts, driving the Clear Blue Pools, Elms Pizza, Bob's Radiator Service, Steve's Glass and Mirror, Regal for Dennis Sportberg. And scheduled to start right alongside, driving car number 44 out of Plantsville, Connecticut, driving the Bank Street Exxon, Bronx Racing, Monte Carlo for Dennis Brilla.
We move to the inside of the third row for Rick Levitt. Rick from Canton Center, Connecticut, in the RD Logging Performance by Pete, Northern Fabrication, Sanger Landscaping number 19. And with him it will be the 99 for Glenn Riley of Northford, Connecticut, in the Interstate Battery, World Gym, Taz Construction, Regal.
Going off 7th, driving car number 69, Connecticut. Out of Torrington, Connecticut, driving the Carl's Custom Auto, Douglas Technical Services, Big City Signs, Hewitt Trucking Malibu. They refer to him as the Racing Repairman for Tony Kilty. And scheduled to start right alongside, driving car number 14 out of Berlin, Connecticut, driving the Presto Print 2 Incorporated, Dino Seafood, Chuck and Eddie sponsored race car for Rosie Hall.
We move to the inside of the fifth row for our next competitor from Farmington, Connecticut. It's the Carl's Custom Auto, General Communication, Cap City number 66 for Ed Charette. And with him, the Flintstone Flyer next in the lineup from Shelton, Connecticut. He's sponsored by the Connecticut Coyotes, Bob's Equipment, and Valley Auto Machine. It's Pat Kretschmann, car 48.
Up next, driving car number 88 out of North Haven, Connecticut, driving the Bob's Automatic Transmission, North Haven CarQuest, Asia's Used Parts, Monte Carlo, car number 88 for Smokin' Scott Nelliver. And scheduled to start right alongside Nelliver, driving car number 37 out of Summers, Connecticut, driving the Levier Auto Recyclers, Engine Dynamics, Colton Racing, Regal for George Colton.
We move to the next row for the Zero Machine from Waterbury, Connecticut. He drives the Rookie Sports Bar and Grill, SCR Fabrication number 0. It's Jim Summer. And right alongside, behind the wheel of the number 1 from Southington, Connecticut, the East Coast Racing Engines, Leone Financial Services Malibu, it's Dennis Charette.
Going next, driving car number 77, driving the Nugent Rock Lighting, Old Amherst Ale House, Dove Limousine, Big Eye Liquors, Regal, car number 77 for Jonathan Yorga out of Amherst, Massachusetts. And scheduled to start right alongside, driving car number 68 out of Feeding Hills, Massachusetts, driving the West Springfield Auto Parts, John's Trucking, Action Fire Restoration, Cutlass for Mark Anderson.
Bristol, Connecticut, the hometown of our next driver. She's aboard the Paint Plus 2 Delina Auto Parts, Gallo Automotive Camaro number 76. A warm welcome, please, for Chris Valerio. And with Chris is our point leader aboard the 00. From Springfield, he is aboard the Wizard Auto Body, Corby's Auto Service, Central Chevrolet Nova. It's Patrick Townsend.
Going off 19th, driving car number 23Z out of Southampton, Massachusetts, driving the Mechanical Plastics, Rad's Auto Body sponsored machine for Paul Mercadante. And right alongside Mercadante, this car is for sale. Driving car number 10 out of Ludlow, Massachusetts, driving the Ground Control Lawn Care, Perry's Paint and Supply, A1 Auto Machine Camaro. Please welcome Mike Salmon.
We move next to car 3 from Middletown, Connecticut. He drives the Donofrio Landscaping Specialties Farm, Levier's Auto Recyclers number 3, Joe Kokoska. And with Joe, it will be car number 41. From Berlin, Connecticut, he's aboard the Turnpike Auto Center, Levier's Auto Recyclers, Super K-Mart Department Stores entry, it's John Waterhouse.
Up next, driving car number 2. Last Sunday, this gentleman got his first ever victory here at Riverside Park Speedway. He hails out of Agawam, Massachusetts, driving the Sarah Ford Performance Off-Road Regal, car number 2 for Scott Syak. And right alongside Syak, driving car number 64 out of Danbury, Connecticut, driving the Haystown Automotive, Ampco Transmission, Jetco Machine, Firebird for Doug Getz. And the alternate will be car number 5X, driving the Target Advertising, H&H Transmission, SACU Landscaping, R&R Auto Parts, car 5X for Brian Eward.
Well, the drivers will get strapped in and prepare for the start of this event. We remind you the independent dealers have it's the last chance this Saturday and next Saturday. Checks are accepted when made out to Riverside Park Speedway. Put the date of the event, August 24th, Saturday, rain date Sunday, on the check, and make sure you have 2 forms of identification. It will not be turned in till the week beginning the Monday of the event. So it gives you plenty of time as we go to green.
You got it. Into the turn they go, side by side. Look for good racing action. It's a competitive division, and they are really showing that. On the outside now, McClellan with a spurt. edges ahead of the 7 of Brighini, but now Scott comes right on back, and they're even at the line, so we're underway.
Car number 48 of Pat Krenchman. Now he's going to try to work to the outside of Smoke, and Scott Nelliver off turn number 2 and down the backstretch is right in front of him. The 66 of Charette got a little bit sideways, but he got that back in. When they come down to the line, lap number 2, it's going to go to car number 7 of Brighini.
Well, nobody breaking out at the moment, and we'll sure see that as we go along. Right now, strictly 2 by 2, but you know that things are going to break loose any minute in this division. It always does. McClellan gets a little bit sideways, so that enables Brighini to move up just a little more. McClellan recovers nicely, but Sporbert down low tries to get inside Brighini. Almost did it. Now Brilla trying to make it 3 wide down the backstretch. Into the turn he goes alongside Sporbert. Off the turn it's still Brighini. This one is really tight.
Well, there's good racing action wherever you look, and of course the big question, will another new name be added to the impressive list of winners? And as Raleigh had mentioned earlier, there is probably no other division around that has had this many different winners in the course of a season.
And the word is that our black flag in car number 48 of Pat Krenchman is now he'll pull up near the Armco barrier, let the rest of the field go on by. Also moving their way up is car number 0 Patrick Townsend. But right in front of him, the 68 of Mark Anderson had to slam on the binders there. Back up front, it's still car number 7 of Brighini. But here comes the 58 of Sporbert to challenge as he gets a little tap from the 19 of Levitt as Lyle Levitt tries to make a move to the inside.
Down the backstretch, Brighini with a little breathing room. Brilla gets crossed up, but he manages to do a good bit of driving and salvage that one. Now 3 wide off the turn. Charette to the inside of the 66 as Riley takes the outside route in the 99. They'll work on McClellan down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Rick Levitt has moved up smartly in the 19. 3 wide right behind Levitt. Here they come off the turn, and Charette is the man who breaks out in car 66. Here comes Nelliver now. He bumps and he grinds. He works on McClellan. Riley having a problem. The 68 of Anderson goes around. We stay under green as he burns a little rubber. He's got some heavy damage to the left rear panel.
Well, they're 3 wide, the 77 of Yorga, the 14 of Rosie Hall, and the 37 of Colton. As they work off turn number 2, the two come together.
And all that was taking place, we got a brand new leader, and he has won before in 1996.
Yes, he has.
That's it. Here he comes. Rick Levitt, the man now out front. And let's see if Rick can make it 2 wins. Brighini holding on for second, but he feels the pressure from Ed Charette in the 66 and Sporbert in the 58. Nelliver ending that picture now. Scott, recording his first win ever earlier this year, would like to taste the fruits of victory one more time. Here he comes alongside Charette, tried to make a 3 wide. He was squeezed out and backed out of it.
And actually, if Levitt does win this event, this will be his 3rd win on the 1996 season, as right now he's pulling off to a comfortable lead. Trying to track him down is the 7 of Brighini. But here comes car number 66 of Ed Charette as he dices now with the 58 of Sporbert as they head down the backstretch. Further back in the pack, car number 76 of Chris Valerio trying to slice and dice her way up to the front is now she'll battle with another Camaro. That's the Camaro of Mike Salmon in car number 10.
Well, there's less than 7 circuits to go, and we've got 5 cars under a blanket in a bid for position number 2. Further back, the same story is being told, but out at the front of the field, it is Levitt who is gone with car number 19. Meanwhile, here comes the charge of heavy hitters like Riley and Scott Nelliver, still trying to thread the needle, almost 3 wide as they head down the back straightaway.
Our point leader still back in the pack. Patrick Townsend trying to work his way through. He's alongside Mike Salmon, and he gets squeezed out, has to go below the line. They come 3 wide off turn 4, make a little contact, and back into the turn we go. Meanwhile, back up front is still Brighini holding second behind our runaway leader. However, he's got plenty of pressure. Here comes Ed Charette again. Sporbert right along with Charette, and Glenn Riley now into the scene. Brighini gets sideways, opens the door. Can Charette move through? No, sir. He hits the binders coming off turn 2. Hits Levitt off the turn as our laps are going by quickly now. Just 3 to go. And Levitt looks like a sure thing, but behind him, what a battle going on. Riley now right alongside Sporbert down the backstretch. The 99 takes over the 4th spot with Nelliver in the 88 right behind him. Here they come down the front stretch, and Charette now goes to the outside of Brighini. Can't quite complete that move. Levitt coasting now toward victory. Here he comes off the 4th turn. It'll be white flag time. 1 to go for Levitt. Meanwhile, Burgetti feels the heat again. He gets tapped by Riley. Charette on the outside of him. Off the turn, Burgetti sideways, blocking the way. Here comes Riley, a daring move to the inside. Can he do it? He makes his move under the 7. Burgetti taps him to the line, and look out. Car spinning every which way. Burgetti flying around. Miraculously, no contact is made. Wow. But Rick Levitt is the man heading for victory lane one more time for victory number 3 of the 96 season. Dennis Forbert right there to congratulate Levitt on another good run. Just an indication of what we got to come for you tonight. There should be plenty. When we came into the event, Patrick Townsend was our point leader by 16.
Round of applause for Rick Levitt, driver of car number 19. In just a moment, he'll come up front and he'll talk about his win. Well, Rick, great run from you tonight. Great run.
Thank you, Gary. And thanks some of these guys. They helped put the car together last Saturday night. We tore the rear end down and everything else, and whatever they did, it worked.
You know, for a while there, you had 2 wins, and then we didn't see you for a while. Where'd you disappear to?
Working.
Work?
For my hobby.
The car ran real well today. It seemed like once you checked out in the rest of the field, you had a lot of horsepower there.
Yeah, Pete Lindblom builds the motors. He does a hell of a nice job. And when those guys get to fighting a little bit, it just slows everybody down, and it's the best thing you can see in your mirror is them fighting to get amongst themselves.
What would you say is the biggest key to your success here in 1996?
Hard work and a good crew, some people backing you up.
Okay, that's Rick Levitt picking up his 3rd win on the 1996 season. Let's send it back upstairs.
Goodbye.
All right, that's the story from Victory Lane. A happy winner.